Good morning, children. Now we have come to that part. What is the basic need for classification for 2 marks question? To identify and differentiate closely related species. One species, one organism is different from another by seeing the characteristic features. So we have to identify those characters and differentiate closely related species. Number 2, to know the variation among the species, different characters we have to see. Now next, third point, to understand the evolution of the species, from which organism they have evolved, that is called the evolution, and to create a phylogenetic tree among the different groups. Evolutionary relationship among the different groups of animals, that also we have to find out. Now next one, to conveniently study living organisms. Easily we can study. Conveniently means easily we can study the living organisms. So these are the basic needs for classification. Now next part will be coming taxonomy and systematics. Taxonomy, generally it is a Greek word. Taxis means arrangement, nomos means law. Law of arrangement of organisms. So taxonomy, very minor difference is there, taxonomy and systematics. So taxonomy is the science of arrangement of living organisms, along with 4 things we have told: the characterization, identification, nomenclature and classification. Classification, description means nothing but the characterization, identification and naming means nomenclature, already I have told, which includes all flora and fauna, including microorganisms of the world. All living organisms, they need these 4 characteristic features, which is the meaning of taxonomy. Now next one, that word taxonomy. So what do you mean by taxonomy? Definition you have to study. The word taxonomy was coined by Augustine Pyramus de Candolle. Already maybe you will be knowing this name, but full name you have to study. Augustine Pyramus de Candolle. Taxonomy is a theoretical study of classification with a well-defined principles, rules and procedures. Aristotle is considered as the father of classical taxonomy, and Carolus Linnaeus is considered as the father of modern taxonomy. So all these for one very minor difference. Classical taxonomy, who is the father? Aristotle. Modern taxonomy, who is the father? Carolus Linnaeus. Now come to the systematics. What do you mean by systematics? Including taxonomy, what are the things we have told? 2 things are added in systematics. What are the 2 things? Now their evolutionary relationship to be maintained. I will come. The objectives of taxonomy systematics are very similar. Their goal is to classify organisms with stipulated rules. Stipulated, already mentioned. The main criteria of systematics: identifying, already we have told in taxonomy, describing, characterization, naming, nomenclature, arranging, classification, preserving and documenting the organisms. Apart from the above said features, evolutionary history, that one I told, phylogeny, evolutionary history of the species and evolutionary environmental adaptations and interrelationships between species are also investigated in systematics. So taxonomy plus all these 3 important characters are equal to systematics. Now history of classification. Early classification of organisms were based on 2 criteria. One is beneficial, another one is harmful animals. An ancient classification based on organized into 5 animal groups. What are they? Domestic. So ancient classification system recognized 5 animal groups: domestic, wild, creeping. Creeping means those who cannot stand. They will be crawling. It is also called creeping. Flying and sea animals. Initially, the classification was based on organisms' fundamental characteristics such as the habitat and morphology only. Now first started by Aristotle. Aristotle was the first to classify all animals in his book. Name of that book in English it is called History of Animals, but as he was Greek scientists, the Latin he wrote Historia Animalium. In Latin is called. Historia means history, Animalium history of animals. That is the meaning in English. He attempted a basic classification of all organisms into plants and animals. Animals were classified based on locomotion. First criteria. Locomotion means whether they can walk or flying or swimming. Based on the presence or absence of red blood cells, RBC present or not. In RBC present, those animals are called Enaima, and those who are absent, they are called Anaima. Enaima, Anaima. So these two criteria. Aristotle classification, his system of classification was not accepted or not proved, not used by so many years because this classification is having the restrictions. Aristotle classification system based on limitations. System had limitations and many organisms are not fitting into the classification. For example, the tadpoles or frogs are born in water and have gills. But when they are metamorphosed, changed, life stages has changed into adult frogs, they have lungs and can live both in water and on land. How to classify then frogs? And where to place them? Where to place them? Aristotle classified organisms based on locomotion. Another disadvantage. First one, habitat about the frog. Next one is locomotion. There are also some restrictions are there, limitations. Birds, bats, flying insects were grouped together just by observing one single characteristic feature, the flying ability. On the contrary to the above said, the example, the ostrich, emu, and penguin are all birds but cannot fly. So Aristotle would not have classified them into birds as birds. In spite of these limitations, Aristotle's classification was followed because earlier nobody had taken the initiation to classify the organisms. So he is considered as the father of classification also. Now after Aristotle, his student Theophrastus continued his research on the classification of plants and was known as the father of botany. Who is considered as the father of botany? Theophrastus. There was a huge gap till 16th century. And then the English naturalist John Ray, his contribution is to develop the species concept. So in botany we will be discussing again. John Ray, his contribution to biology is the species concept. So keep in your mind species concept. Who proposed species concept? John Ray. That is his contribution, no need of studying other things. Now you come to the next part, we will be discussing that scientist, Swedish biologist, that is called Carolus Linnaeus, father of modern taxonomy already has been told, and founder of modern systematics, developed a scientific system of taxonomy and binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature is nothing but nomenclature, names to be given to an organism, and always two names will be there, one generic name, another one specific name. Suppose human being, we used to say Homo sapiens, two names. Homo is the generic name, first name is the generic name, sapiens is the specific name. So that type of naming is called the binomial nomenclature. So he is also considered as the father of binomial nomenclature, which is still in use. Aristotle to Linnaeus employed easily observable single to few traits for classification of organisms. With increased knowledge of several biological domains, many characters are considered. When Aristotle and Carolus Linnaeus classified the organisms, they had observed only one or two characters. But when the science more and more development had started, more and more characteristic features have been taken into consideration for classifying the organisms. This represented the phase of classical taxonomy, when more and more characters are taken into consideration for classifying the organisms. That is called the classical taxonomy, which are based on overall similarities and affinities derived from morphology, anatomy, and different branches of organisms. Modification of this system is the numerical taxonomy, which evolved in the 1950s. This system evaluates the resemblances, similarities, and dissimilarities through statistical method followed by computer analysis to establish the numerical degree of relationship among organisms. More similarities, suppose 100 characters have been taken between A and B. A and B 100 characters have been taken. If 80% characters are more similarity are there, then A and B to be placed in one group. If 80% dissimilarity is there, that means they have been placed in different groups. That is called the numerical degree relationship among the individuals. Later, evolutionary biologists initiated studies on the evolutionary and genetic relationship among organisms, which led to the emerge of phylogenetic classification. So, classical genetics from their numerical taxonomy, from their classification, phylogenetic classification has evolved, or it is also called the cladistics. Till here, next class we will be discussing what do you mean by cladistics. Okay, thank you children.